Hello, Unkindness crew. Welcome back to another video. I think this was one of the more funs I had in a deck during the early access event than most of the decks my opponents were playing or even I was playing. I cannot wait to show you this deck today, so let's get right into it. Today we're playing a 1/1 hardened scale style deck, so that means whenever one or more counters would be put on a creature you control, that many counters plus one are put on that creature instead. And it's showcased by Michelangelo Weirdness to 11, because when he enters, create a Mutagen token, and he has that Hardened Scales effect of additional 1/1 counters. And Mutagen token is the new mechanic from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. An artifact token, 1, tap, sacrifices token, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, activate only as a sorcery. And this is paired with the new card Mutagen Man Living Ooze. These cards together are fantastic, because for X green green, when Mutagen Man enters, create X Mutagen tokens, and then activate abilities of artifact tokens you control cost 1 less to activate. So if you pay 5 mana into Mutagen Man, you make 3 Mutagen tokens, and you can activate those right away without paying extra mana cost. If anything, he is a 2/3 for 2. Another new card we're playing with today, Mikey Leo Chaos and Order. Whenever you put a counter on a creature you control, draw a card. This triggers only once each turn. So it's a way we can have card advantage throughout the game, but it's also on a body. Our last new card is the Ooze. It's a 2 mana. Whenever a creature you control 1/1 counter on it leaves the battlefield, create a Mutagen token for each 1/1 counter on it, and then tap this artifact, exile target card from a graveyard, create a Mutagen token. So it's another way that our board gets wrath, we can have more Mutagen tokens, or it's a way we can deal with my opponent's graveyard, say if they are a superior Spider-Man deck, or there is it Lessons deck. I really like playing with the Ooze, and I'm going to play with this card more in the future. And then the supporting cast to go with this, we're playing just a good, honest Golgari Shell. We have Llanowar Elves and Gene Pollinator as a way to ramp. I'm playing with 2 Tragic Trajectories because we have a lot of way to sacrifice tokens in this deck. So more often than not, for 1 black, target creature gets -10 until end of turn. Or maybe on turn 1, for 1 black, target creature it's -2 until end of turn. We're also paired with Requiting Hex. Destroy target creature mana value 2 or less. At the 2-drop, we have Obsessive Pursuit, one of our kind of final win cons, because when it enters and at the beginning of your upkeep, you make a clue token, which you sack to draw a card for 2 mana. But whenever you attack, put X 1/1 counters on target attacking creature where X is the number of permanents you sacrifice this turn. If X is 3 or greater, it gains lifelink until end of turn. So we have a lot of things that we get to sacrifice in this deck for tokens. And so more often than not, Obsessive Pursuit gets the 3 or greater and gains lifelink to any creature. It's also another way that we can put more counters on our creatures to have Michelangelo put additional counters instead. Badgermole, one of the strongest cards in green. When this enters, Earthbend 1, and whenever you tap a creature for mana, add an additional green. Innkeeper's Talent, very strong enchantment class. At the beginning of combat, for 2 mana, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. For 1 green at level 2, permanents you control with counters on them have ward 1, and then for 4 mana, whenever you put counters, you'd put double instead. At the top end of our curve, we're playing Sentinel in the Nameless City. I know our curve is very low today, but more often than not, we have all these tokens that we're sacrificing, so we use all of our mana every single turn. This is a 3/4 for 3 Vigilance. Whenever this creature enters or attack, create a map token, which is 1 mana sack, target creature you control explores. So yes, the highest creature in here is Sentinel in the Nameless City, but our 1/1s can turn into 10/10s very fast when it's paired with Michelangelo, Mutagen tokens, or an Innkeeper's Talent. So that's the deck today. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast, for allowing me to be a part of this early access event. I am beyond thankful that I'm able to play with Teenage Mutant Ninja cards early to showcase their powerfulness to you. I cannot wait to show you this deck today, so let's get right into it. I get to go first. Let's keep it. We get to Elve into something. I really wish I had this in paper. How expensive is this card in paper? Like, Llanowar Elf is really pretty. Ooh, there's a droid? Nice. So with Michelangelo here, I think I need to just play Michelangelo instead of hold up Hex for a turn. Now Mutagen Man next turn is going to go pretty hard. Fortunately, nothing gets trample yet, but Springleaf Drum, scary. Legion Shooter. No, my Badger. Jerk. There's another Mutagen Man. Seems good, right? Because now I just make Michelangelo bigger. Going for 7. Imagine if my Mutagen Man had the Badgermole out. That would have been disgusting. So the question is, how do we deal with a 7/7? They have like bounce? Mutagen Man also, we're gonna play this next one, right? And then we'll probably put all the counters on the Mutagen Man. Unfortunately, this card is legendary, right? Because imagine this is not legendary. And you can have multiple trample 2/3s out for 2 mana. Spicy oatmeal. Yeah. 4 damage to you. Or 4 damage to any target and 3 damage to you. Yeah. We pay 1 here. Make a token. Kill this little droid. And go to combat for 7. Untapped land would have been perfect there, because we could kill them. But I'm going to put this mutagen token on this living ooze in case they have another spicy oatmeal pizza. What a silly card to exist. Like, why is the rat eyes on fire? I don't understand. I want to just place land and pass, so we're just going to go to combat and see if we have lethal. We could get Aetherized. That would have been, well, it's tap land, but I'll take it. Michelangelo, muted man, we're always great. Low words. I'll keep this hand. This hand's fine because we can turn 1 into turn 2 Sentinel. Authority. That's rude. Well, let's land our wealth here. Determinus. What are you ramping into, sir? Whatever it is, I'm scared of it. So let's play Sentinel here. And then next turn, we can Michelangelo crack these maps to make Sentinel bigger. Or we can just Innkeeper's Talent. That's not fun. Let's Michelangelo first. And we can make the Sentinel bigger, hopefully. Well, that's no fun. We're gonna mutagen on the Sentinel. And probably now it gets removed. Like, it's gonna get removed before I go to combat anyways. Yeah. It's fine. Here's your buddy Justin owes you. Hey, Justin. You owe your friend a booster box. And what's really funny is my community, when we're doing that booster box, decided what letter it has to be. And my name is James. So it's just like the irony of what the letter my community made. I'm just like, do I owe myself a pack now? Alright, let's end Keeper's Talent. And let's end Keeper's Talent. We're going to go all in. And we'll get some triggers on our friends. I'm going to spread it out in case they have removal. But if they have removal, it is what it is anyways. They could flash in a 5/5 here. Oh, they just want to block? That seems fine for me. Day of Judgment. Well, Sways, you're no fun. You're no fun at all. Well, let's level this up, because I have nothing better to do than level you up and pass, because our hand is pretty bad. And pass. Collector's Vault. Okay, so they might be trying to find a Krang to reanimate. Well, there's some awkward hands. Bunch of lands. What is this? Cloning Shredder. Exile target creature from your graveyard. Create a copy. Token that's a copy of it. Oh, that's awesome. Well, my opponent is going off. The Ooze. Whenever creature control with 1/1 counter on it leaves the battlefield, create a mutagen token. Well, there's a Badger Mole. Okay. And then let's suit up the Marsh. Play another Lancer. And go to combat. Make this Blooming Marsh huge. Waiting for 12? Smile. And make a token to draw off Caretakers. That's pretty slick. Pass the turn. Don't wrath me, bro. I like how this gets more counters on it. Whenever creature can control... Yeah. So we're trying to dodge a wrath. Other Caretaker's Talent. Okay, that's a bunch of lands. Triggers. Gonna put on Badger Mole. So they need 2 points of removal, right? Because this has double haste. Caretaker's Talent to draw out 2 cards. So even if they remove Badger Mole here, I don't know if they have enough mana for the Blooming Marsh. Because of the Ward 2. Aang's Iceberg. It's board 2. And that doesn't hit lands. That was lucky. Oh, what an awkward game. What an awkward game, though. I'm sorry, Sways. On to the next one. There's one guy that I've been seeing lately who opens like booster packs, and all of his reels are just a booster pack he opens. I don't know how he affords it. Like, I watch him lose money all the time. He's opened almost everything since 5th edition or something in the last year on his channel. And he opens a Tempest booster pack. Doesn't get a Lotus, which is a common. Doesn't get any of the tutors, which are uncommons. And his rare was like 10 cents. Or like it was bulk rare, right? So $90 to $100 pack he got maybe $3. Just like always buy singles. Sorry, opponent, I gotta keep this. The opponent plays a Siren, so I'm ready to die. Let's play Llanowar Elf and pass. So are you gonna mill me, or are you gonna kill me? I am getting milled. That's the thing. Well, Michelangelo here and get down Gene Pollinator because I want more counters. But I assume we're under clock because they can play the artifact right now. The opponent plays a Siren. We can't. Innkeeper's Talent. You have counter magic here? No more lies. Pay for that. Gonna pop up you. And we're just trying to push damage now. And pass. Versus Legacy with the first set 2 Poils and packs. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been a while since I've opened like older packs. I just came back to Magic recently. So stock up for some value. There's one Judge Gaia's Cradle on TCG right now for $10,000. Gross. There's another Siren. So what? We can Mikey here. Tick up you. Gene Pollinator. We can put this on Gene Pollinator. And a Hex. Okay, well. I'm going to Innkeeper's Talent, and we'll just push damage. I'm spreading the damage around. And then next turn we can spread the damage around more, especially with this Hex to kill my opponent. Healer Hawk. Ooh. Into a stock up, so I had them dead on board, I think. 4. Yeah. There's an island. Into another. Nope, they're not dead on board anymore. That's fine. There's Mutagen Man. Is that enough to kill them? Because we can Hex there. Get some Mutagen tokens. Mutagen on you. Draw a card. Mutagen on you. I don't think you were quite dead yet, but they were definitely in a bad spot. On to the next one. Opponent goes first. I think we can keep this. Rest Harvester, okay. We can Blooming Marsh, that's fine. We can save our life total a little bit. And pass. And then next turn we can Badger Mole Obsessive Pursuit. Not blocking that as menace. Mechanized Ninja Cavalry. Enters make a 1/1. X is not a bad draw. So we can Badger Mole here on you, and then Obsessive Pursuit. And get that going and pass. You know the feeling struggle is real? Oh man. I wish I had just a little more money in life. I'm trying. I'm trying to be Magic content creator. I'm super new at it, so if I suck, let me know and I'll try to be better. Well, there goes my Badger. Speaking of playing better. So Arsenal is a pain in the butt card. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. And so it's pretty much it's pretty painful. So we'll Sentinel here, make a token, and then I think I need a pass holding up Hex. So this is the new... What is the +1/+0? Cranial Planing. This is the new Cranial Planing for Standard, and equip cost is still red. Crazy powerful. So, Arsenal equipped, yep. And I'll let you attack. And then once it's tapped, then I will kill it. I think I want a Hex, though. I want to gain some life. And I don't have Badger anymore, so... Let's do it like that. Arabella. Arabella is scary. They equip their mechanized, yep. So let's map on the Sentinel here. X is not bad. Because we can crack this. And we'll just make this bigger. And see if they want to block. Probably not. And then I'm just going to trajectory on the Arabella before it becomes a problem. Then we could just map here. We can map next turn because it can activate Obsessive Pursuit. And I'm fine with where we are, especially next turn we can start gaining life. Ugh. Another Arsenal's scary. Keep pushing. You got this. Thank you so much. I appreciate you hanging out. And there'll definitely be, if I have a little more income, there'll definitely be more paper Magic content coming. Not just packet openings, but like, there's going to be a few things, which is going to be fun. Can I take 9? Probably not. So I'll block this. That's scary. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for liking and whatever that is. I appreciate it a lot. Definitely helps. My opponent is out of cards, which is a good sign, right? Because I can just Hex on you and kill you. Because I can sacrifice enough things. Yeah. Sweet game. On the next one. I gotta go first. I mean, we have the setup for it. Let's try it. Hopefully we can put a way to put counters on creatures and we just kind of go off. This would be a perfect hand at that point because Mikey and Leo gets to draw a card and kind of keeps our chain going, which is sweet. Especially with Michelangelo, at least the very first turn we can, or like turn 3, we can crack a Mutagen token with Mikey and Leo out. Sounds like a lot of fun. We just turn 1 elf and get it going. Play it. Stomping Ground, okay. So I think I just got to play Michelangelo, play a Llanowar Elf, and pass. And I really hope they don't remove Michelangelo, or this hand becomes really garbage. Prodigy. Yep. Oh, it became garbage, that's for sure. So unfortunately, I need to Mikey and Leo first. And then we Badger Mole Cub on a land to draw a card. And then Innkeeper's Talent is perfect. Put a counter in Mikey, and hopefully it lives through the Prodigy. Bloom Tender. Front Rose. Bunch of nonsense here, so let's just start leveling up the team. And I think I want to still save the Mutagen token. Draw a card. Fine attacking like this for now. Because next turn we can go even wider with this Mutagen token and this Innkeeper's Talent. And hopefully we survive long enough against a Bloom Tender deck, which is scary. Play... Oh, there's Leyline. Now it gets really scary. 5 mana. Explosive Prodigy. To kill Mikey and Leo. I would recommend killing Mikey and Leo. They did not. Really good sign for us. Badger Mole strikes fear in the heart of everyone. Another Bloom Tender. Got it. Oh, let's draw a card. There's a Hex. I mean, it's a little late, but let's get a Blue Tender off the board. Let's map here. Crack the map to make the tomb bigger. Test Pursuit is great. Make the land bigger. Attack for 10. And hope we don't get Vivid combo here. Alright. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. Here it comes. Everything pizza. This artifact enters, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put in your hand, and shuffle. For 7 mana, sacrifices, target player gains 3 life, draws a card. Each of your opponent discards a card. Does 3 damage to any target, put 3/1/1 counters on up to 1 target creature. That's cool. 5, 6. Yeah, they have enough mana to do it. Alright. It's pursuit time. Let's crack a clue. Just let me do it. Alright. It's for 1. Let's pump up our boys. Draw another card. Unfortunately, they would just make me discard a card here. It's a land. It doesn't matter. Let's make you bigger. And attack. Make you bigger. Make a map token. I did not know this was a thing. It's kind of sick, though, for Vivid. So before blocks, they kill probably Mutagen Man. But he's done his value. Yep. So my friend is dead. We go to 2. And we pass. In before the board wipe. Probably not, so I'm just going to go to combat. And attack. Sweet. I was so scared of the Leyline opponent. That was scary. Anakin's dad is dead. No! It's so much to live for. Got some elves. We got some removal. Got some ooze. Let's try it. We haven't drawn ooze yet. I'm looking forward to try this card. This makes green, right? Yeah. So let's play our Llanowell. And pass. Giant Craft Helm. Should I be scared? I should probably be scared. So it's Gene Pollinator. And then Innkeeper's Talent. Soup up the boy. So I get... I'm scared. I'm just scared. Ravenous Robots. Nice. I love that card. Fortunately, I need to kill that card. We can ooze here. And I think I want to put a counter on Llanowell just so it doesn't die to Nova Hellkite. Play land tapped. Because Nova Hellkite can come down and just ping out Llanowells, and then we're in a really bad spot. Scene of the crime. Land enters, add tap an untapped creature you control. Add 1 mana, any color, sacrifice this land, draw a card. Okay. Fine. And end step, I'm gonna take care of your robots to make a mutagen token. Another land is not good. Not good at all. But we can level this up. And then level this up again. Make the counters big. And I think I have to attack, right? Yeah, they're going to block with the Percussionist probably. No? Okay. So we're looking for a trample creatures for sure. Thanks for the recap. Yeah, absolutely, guys. I mean, I'm here to try to brew decks and have fun and do all that stuff for you guys, so doing my best. Pinnacle Emissary number 2. Legion Extruder. They can't ping Llanowells because as ward, so I'm really glad that I played the way that I played. Take 1. I considered 1 taken. Then let's just get rid of this hex to make another token. There's another Innkeeper's Talent. Alright, well. If we're going to Innkeepers, then we're going to keep Innkeepers, right? And give everything double. And then Mutagen token on this, and on this, and on yes. And on yes, and pump the team up, and swing. Unfortunately, my creatures don't have trample. I have some in the deck, I promise. But they're nowhere here right now. Like they find a drum off the monkey. That's fine. There's a drum. To a land. To a Krang. Love it. Krang has been a great card. There's also some downsides of Krang that we've learned. Is sometimes like you wrath the board. So like we got Pyroclasm earlier when we were playing Affinity. They wrath the board and we just had a Krang in hand that cost 8 mana. And it was just like, or not 8 mana. We only had like 2 artifacts out that weren't creatures. And Krang got really awkward. Well, they have another blocker. And then a Guardian. Yeah. So they have 3 blockers. That's sad for us. If we find removal, we can be okay. So let's mutagen this. I'm glad that doesn't have haste. Of course, we drew the land. So if we attack with this, we'll pump up the team and pass. Fortunate, we've drawn a bunch of lands. And now they get all their affinity cards down? Sure. I could see in their version of Affinity, because they're playing all the Affinity for artifact cards, I could see them playing the boots that give haste. They have another Krang to fill up their hand. That's so good. Good thing he's legendary. Boy, howdy. So how do we win? There's another memory garden? Sure. How do we win? Get rid of your Krang. Step 1. Drawing a land is not how we win. Alright, good game. Quick wrap up for you guys. I think this deck is sweet. I felt like this is a great counters deck. It's a great scales deck. Michelangelo into Mutagen Man is such a sweet 2-card interaction because you can sacrifice these Mutagen tokens for no cost, and then Michelangelo makes them 2s, +2/+2 right away. I wish there was another scales effect that I am going to look into, but these 2 cards together, especially with Obsessive Pursuit to gain life back, is just sweet. Maybe we can look in having more removal from these 2 hexes and 2 trajectories, and maybe change the curve a little bit. But besides that, I think this deck is great. The Ooze surprised me when I actually got to play the Ooze. Would have been nice if we were against a graveyard deck, but it's a nice new graveyard interaction artifact to this format, and I really like it. Thank you for watching today. I had a lot of fun with early access, and shout out to Wizards of the Coast for giving me early access before anyone else on Magic Arena. So shout out to them. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and as always, please take care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.